Alright, new episode once again today. Yesterday was a blessed day. We are up, so you can see here I haven't refreshed the page. This is the 992 account, 1,400. We did trade yesterday and we are up to 1,900 as you can see. So we're at about 50% of the total profit, just hitting the same pretty much. TP, apologies, I'm real sweaty. I just came back from playing some basketball, so just trying to see if we can get a trade in Asia. If nothing's clean, I'm not going to force it. So basically, being fully transparent with you guys, this account, our more risky account, we did manage to hit another 920 profit day, but yeah, it was just rough trading once again. So you can see our total profit is 1.8. We're needing to 360, so about 500. I'm just going to put the TP at 550 for this, maybe even 600 to be honest, just to make sure that we actually do hit it. But yeah, that 875 just is not working, especially if we boost over. Trying to hit that sort of 944 with the risk to reward that we have, like only losing 300 is pretty crazy. So already we've pushed up at Asian Open, or we pushed down I should say actually. But we'd be looking for longs based on yesterday's closure. We still respected this daily busy, pushing all the way down here and then taking us back up. On the 4 hour as well, we can see we dipped below this low, respected this 4 hour busy, and so we were looking for our exits here. We did talk about these levels potentially spilling lower, but it looks like we're going to push higher. Today is Friday, so be cautious of that. I would like to see us tap point of control before looking for a push to the upside. So that's what I'm looking for today. Let me jump into the trader baits. As you can see, 3.9k drawdown, 1.9k here. These are the assets that we have traded so far. Yesterday was hectic, like only by God's grace we're still standing here today. Gold had an insane dump. We caught the run up, took it all the way up, and then this thing just melted in a heartbeat. More than likely because Dixie had a bit of a recovery. Looking at the high time frame for Dixie, you can see we tapped into this monthly 70% retracement level. So obviously this massive expansion, retraced at 70%. So it'll be interesting to see whether we continue into the downside or make a full recovery for Dixie here. But if we start pushing up, I think MNQ and especially gold, which has already started to do, will have a bit of reaction to the downside. But more than likely, based on us being at all-time highs with gold, I think we're going to push into this pocket here and then push back to the upside, as well as Dixie reaching these gaps and then pushing back to the downside. So anyway, our focus will be on MNQ for the time being. Gold does look like it's having a bit of a recovery. MNQ is my focus here, just using the volume profiles as well. There were all these massive targets in purple, which are the higher time frames. If we did want to spill to the downside, that's where we'd be looking at potential reversals. But seeing here now, coming down, approaching the point of control, shift to lower time frame, see if there's any fair value gaps or anything like that. And here, I'll just mark yesterday's levels as well. So to do this, I just shift to an hourly time frame. You can see previous daily value area high, resting right here. Previous day point of control. This is our 15-minute opening range from yesterday in blue. And then previous day value area lows resting. So let's wait and see. So approaching point of control here now on the M3. I'm just going to update the take profit for both of these. So it's at 920, we're at 600. Daily loss 250, 500 is perfect. So I think we only need 200 on that account. Let me just double check. So 1,275. We're needing about 300 on this account. So yeah, the 500 will be okay. Let's focus on here for the time being. I'll put our limit orders resting right here, so 25318. Start off with 3 right off the bat. They're linked, beautiful. 18, 19 will do. Daily proverbs for today. It's an interesting one actually. I find 24 very interesting today and related to trading. What the wicked dread will overtake them, what the righteous desire will be granted. I've noticed that when I'm really anxious about losing, especially close to payouts, I think I'm not going to make it, and as a result of that, like my lifestyle, I'm not reading my word, I'm just focused about trading. I don't sleep, I don't pray. I need the payout, but I also don't want to lose it. I always lose it. And literally, like the verse above 22, the blessing of the Lord brings wealth without painful toil for it. I think this week I've just tried to put God first, honestly. Like significantly every single morning, have a routine, and it's just felt like so many times I should have taken an L and the market's just gone my way. I know a lot of people are just going to put that up to chance and randomness, but I've been doing this for a while, and both of these just ring very true to me. Everyone's very different, but I think for me those verses stick out for sure. So looking at MNQ here, we're still contesting. We haven't closed above the moving average, so I'm not really interested in anything thus far. We'll keep ES on our side here as well, but it doesn't actually look too great for the price to the downside, just because we have filled all this, the ES on an M5. We'll check the M5 for MNQ. Okay, still a bit of a gap. It is what it is. We'll just wait till London. As I was saying before, we don't need the painful toil to get to the target. Just wait till the market's actually moving and then look to jump in. No stress, no stress. We did push down a little bit here, so we pushed up, pushed down, trying to see if we can get to this point of control level right at this BC. Alright, and we'll go from there. I'm gonna have a shower, got my stops in place if we do get filled, and we'll go from there. We'll chuck a shirt on in a sec. Just came out of the shower, saw that we missed our entry, tapped all of these lows, and then started to take off here. I'm considering whether we go in for just a long continuation here. We've already refilled all of this, so just eyeing what next targets would be. Previous day value area high, which is all-time highs. Okay, I reckon we've got enough momentum here to run it. Oh snap, I did not mean to do 3 minis at all. Oh dang, bro. Oh snap. Okay, we're going with heavier size than what I had anticipated here. Alright, pushing for Asian highs here once again. This is crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Just hit a fair value, stops to break, or just under this low. I don't even know what that's gonna be. 5 times 6 will be 3. Well, I don't know. I ideally just want to push, to be honest. Going a little bit crazy on this one, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, we'll go break even here. Crazy. Did not mean for this at all, but hey, if this works out, it works out. I'm not complaining. Okay, close to halfway here from where we need to be. And 2 pushing now, see if we can make new highs. More than likely we're going to fill this. So stops are in a pretty bad spot, but let's see. If we can just push straight away, I think we'll come to fill this. Stops should ideally be here, but with the size we've got on right now, just cannot afford that if it goes against us. Gotta be patient. Not a bad reaction. Pushing the highs once again. I think if we can clear highs for current day, we should be okay. Coming back down again now. Still pushing up here, which is good to see. I really do think we're going to fill this before we go higher. 20, 90, 75. Contesting with this here. Let's see. If we get it, it'll be interesting. Still got 2 micros here. I think now that we've got 2, we should be okay. So that's 4, 2, 80 minus the 25 profit. So we can afford to put our stops down here now. I feel a bit more comfortable with minis on. Even minis on is crazy, not gonna lie, but we've got enough momentum to get above this, we should be okay. 15 minutes, about to close here. Nice push to the upside. There we go. Back in the trade, took a small loss. Took a tiny little loss, $35 here on each account. Just as we were pushing down, but then as soon as we popped back up above this civvy, decided to get back in. So just going with the 2, it's definitely a lot heavier than what I usually trade with. But I think based on what we're seeing here now, pushing for high of day, and then hopefully reaching all the way back up onto the all-time highs, resting here. So I really like the reaction from yesterday, push back, we'll be looking just to staircase this up to the all-time highs here. So just shoot back to here, I should move this to break even, and we'll go from there. Alright, back on hold here. The trade's looking decent for now, we're just getting a little bit of a pullback. We did get very close to TP, but as always, literally like a tick or 2 before TP, market decides to play silly buggers with us. So just wait and see if we get a nice bounce back here. Stops are at a logical spot here. Just shift to an M3 to make sure we're not choking the trade here. I think we should be okay. Could wick this low, to be honest, and then push back up, but we'll just take profit there. I think we'll be sitting at about sort of 180, 150 maybe, which is alright. Again, we're going a little bit heavy, being in Asia, slow movement, but good to be in the green early on here. Let's see if we can get a nice push back to the upside. Got a decent spot for a pyramid. Stops, we want to rest just below. Ideally actually break even now. Wouldn't want to see this come back down on us. Bit annoying that we got this tiny little imbalance resting here. Just check on the Q just because it'll be a little bit cleaner. Where are we? 338. 338. Yeah, there is still a massive gap in here, but I think the momentum should take us to these highs here. And if we can see that, we're seeing the same thing on ES now, which is good. Pushing to the upside. Just want to invert this and keep pushing higher from here. There we go. We just hit TP and then just melted away. Hopefully we should have enough juice to get back up here. Just adjust stops to these lows in case this wants to floor. Interesting.
That's the most important thing that you can do for yourself going forward.
We hit our TPs. We had a nice little push. That went to 590 and then started reversing again, and I was just in a spiel about how the market just knows where my TP's at and is constantly reversing, and then it just blasted up to TP. So GG, super grateful. 2 more payouts, man. And this is why I love Funded Next, man. In a week, that's been 2 payouts. I don't want to jump the gun, but assuming there's like a max allocation of like, I think you can have 12 of these accounts. So 12 times 8, you're looking at 9.6k twice a week potentially. Is insane. I don't know, that's next level for me, but obviously a long way to go, and I really just want to build up the accounts slow rather than just buying a bunch of accounts and trying to run it. This translates so well to life. I think coming back to the proverb for today, the blessing of the Lord brings wealth without painful toil for it. So it was a little bit random. I did not expect to do the minis. I should probably take this off so I don't get that confused again, because that was a little bit hectic. Same with ES. Let me just take these off. Only trading micros. We're only touching the micros. I only have YM as a bit of a reference here, so that's fine, but that's a mistake that I need to acknowledge. I want to be grateful that yesterday was a lot of heavy trading, trying to reach that 900 mark. We realized that we only need 500 for a payout. Let's just drop it to that target and go for that. This is a huge step for me as a trader, because in the past, I'd be doing the exact same thing again, like risking inevitably blowing accounts. I think yesterday was my final warning. You're gonna blow your account if you keep trading like this. So just making the adjustment. From now on, I can't change it now because TraderGate's gonna spaz out, but 500 is gonna be the target even for our extreme account. We've got a nicer buffer by going for those higher profits, and now we can just coast. In the past, I'd see this drawdown and be like, all right, we've got 4K to work with now. But that's not how I want to approach it. Even this account that we've just taken slow and steady, I've had the most peace with this account. And so it's cool to really run this experiment. Also for you guys as well that may be looking to getting into prop firm trading. What should I be risking? What should my targets be? Where should I be going? What should I be looking for? God willing, that helps for you guys as well. But yeah, as I said, 2 payouts, man. 2 payouts in a week is unreal. It's Friday, man. I'm a chill, enjoy my weekend. The wife and the little one and I were off to go see a concert, a couple hours drive away. So yeah, super blessed, man. Like, life has been incredible at the moment, and all glory to God for that. Have a blessed weekend, and we'll see you on the next episode. Peace.